Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New York Jets. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Darnold. Wesco, the tight end, making the catch. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Eckler. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Eckler, the ball carrier.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Here we go, D. All day. All day. Joker.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. He'll air this one out for Mims. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time. And now it's 3rd down.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
For this life, I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch him work, watch him hate, watch him lurk, can't relate. Watch his skirt out the mud.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Check 15, check 15. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, check. Go.
On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 15-yard
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be taken down at the 18.
On the carry.
Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Out of the gun, Brissett. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the 1st
down.
Come on, 54, right there. 54, Mike. Exit. Slam. Hey, check. 54's Mike. Check. Watch it.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh 1st. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Brissett on 1st down. Got an open man. It's Washington. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brissett. He's got this complete to Ryan Switzer. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 35.
It's a gain of
a good
20.
pick up there of 20 yards.
Steelers.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back. Check. Hey, kill. Slam. Kill. Lefty. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Now a give, right side. Fields. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run the counter. It's Fields. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. 15 yards on the play, first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now again, right side, Fields. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Hey, watch it.
They'll try to throw now. Brissett. Now they set up a screen for McFarland. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Anthony McFarland, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers have taken a first quarter lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Going on the ground with Eckler. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Officially, it's a 1 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Check that. We're going Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Here it comes. Mike 52.
Play action. It's Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Darnold took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Darnold from the gun. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first.
6 yards.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. They run the counter. It's Fields. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Here we go. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. I got one.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brissett. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson.
Complete to Deontay Johnson. A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
A couple extra tight ends into formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Here's Brissett. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
In punt formation.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Jets will take over first and 10.
Yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Second and 10 now from the 27.
Watch the screen.
Back to throw, Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, but now it'll be third down.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Darnold. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Taken in at the 22. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Pittsburgh.
Don't worry. 57's right. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Shift. Check 3. Check lefty. Hey.
And to give this time to the tailback. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. Here we go. Rabbit. Here we go. Check. Rabbit. Watch out.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 30. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
3rd down.
Nowhere.
the gun. Here's Brissett. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
1 yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
He's got Herndon, his tight end. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
6.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Got a man, it's Mims. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On second down, Eckler. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The Jets on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Darnold. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Cameron Hayward drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
On 2nd and 9, Brissett gets this to his running back. That's Jalen Samuels. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Steelers.
Come on, Ray. Sam, watch out. Check right 54. Right 54. Watch QB jump.
Throwing, Brissett. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels.
Brissett's pass.
Give him 6 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Kill. Turn up. Kill.
Now a give, right side. It's Fields. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley. It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play, 2nd and 3.
Check. Lucky. Hey, kill. 51 the mic, boys. 51. Rabbit. 3 buzz. He's checking.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2
on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit. And this a 39-yard attempt. Blankenship's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The The New York offense taking over for their next possession. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
55
Darnold now to throw. He'll air this one out for Mims. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time. And that'll make it 3rd down.
6 yards to go.
Here we go, D, get off the field. Check.
Here's Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Results in a 4th down.
Here's Braden Mann now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
To the right side and complete to Washington. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hey, kill. Going. 36. Lefty. Switch. Hey, switch gears.
They'll keep it on the ground. Fields. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Nice, sweetheart. Kill. Kill. Check the backer. Undercrush.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
You got nothing. Mike 51. Watch the screen. Hey, Mike 51. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brissett. He's going to launch it for Washington. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Stop here, D. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Alert flare. Rabbit. Showing up. Under 10.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Brought down. The tackle there by Brian Poole. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
In fact, I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. I'm coming.
Brissett. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there. Tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Brissett. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Blankenship's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Now it's Martin to do the honors after the made field goal. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes inside and puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
It's Eckler again. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Right there in the middle, 55. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
To throw is Darnold. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way a little bit. I cannot fall. I hit on my goals. I did it with pride. Ain't nothing worse than losing your hero and couldn't say bye.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19.
51's Mike. Mike 51.
To throw, Brissett. Now he'll escape to his left. He's going to take off with it. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
You're 19. Good. 20. Good. Hey, let's go. Calm the crowd. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Tighten up. Switch. Hey, check.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
11 at the 28-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
Out of the gun, Brissett. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 12.
12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st down.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Come on, Ray. Mike. 53 is the mic. Watch the run. Check.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Pittsburgh.
You're 19. 12. Mike 51.
Again, it's Brissett. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hatch it.
Here is Eckler. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I'm coming for you. You mine. You go take.
Now Darnold. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. He'll air this one out for Mims. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time. And it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D. 25. Check 25.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing again is Darnold. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch him work, watch him hate, watch him lurk, can't relate. Watch his skirt out the mud.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check 6 guys.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 15-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. And Mims has got it. Touchdown, Jets. Denzel Mims there to make the grab. And the Jets have made this a one-score game. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
We own them. 54 Mike.
Here's Brissett. Got an open man. It's Washington. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game.
The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Bad time to get a delay of game penalty there. Not that there's a good time, but that makes it 3rd and 6. Brissett sets to throw it. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
First down, Steelers.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Hey, kill. He's crashing. He's... No. Off. Check 99.
They run the counter. It's Fields. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Add this gain to the last one, and they move the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Let's go, let's bring it.
And he'll take this down for about 4
Anthony
yards down to the 15.
Ball carrier.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Samuels, the ball carrier.
It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Check 50, check 50. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. 49, check 49, check 49.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
And the lead is now 13.
Makes the score Steelers 20, Jets 7. Sam Martin set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
29-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. He'll have a first down past the 40. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Austin Eckler. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. But one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Brissett. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Fields. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
The tackle made.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards.
First down, Pittsburgh.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Fields. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Number 36 on the carry.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They go jet sweep. Washington with it. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. From the gun, here's Brissett. And he connects with Ebron. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Complete to Eric Ebron.
Eric Ebron.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
36 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Now Blankenship on for the PAT. And the lead is now 13.
Makes the score Steelers 27, Jets 14. Sam Martin set to kick off.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but how about them just taking it big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. It's Darnold. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
At the 45-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Hey, man, watch the boot.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time. And it's 3rd and 4.
3rd down and 4.
Darnold to throw again. And that will be incomplete. Credit Julian Love with a pass breakup.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And no, it's incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop.
Turnover on downs.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning.
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Switch.
Right back to him on 1st down. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. The linebacker C.J. Mosley in on the stop.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check 43. Check.
They'll keep it on the ground. Fields. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and just a few inches.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Come on. You better bring it. Go.
And they take a knee.
Just like that. Just like that. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Hey, here we go.
Tonight's final score, Steelers
A road win in the
27,
National
Jets
Football League.
14.
Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Pittsburgh, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.